त्रिपुरा के लोगों ने ऐलान कर दिया है, उन्हें सबका साथ सबका विकास वाली सरकार चाहिए।
People have made up their mind, fed up of this government. They have decided to vote against the BJP. They have decided to uproot the BJP. And tsunami is inevitable in these elections.
पूर्ण बहुमत वाली सरकार चाहिए।
मैं तो ये कहूँगा यहाँ के मॉर्निंग शो का त्रिपुरा जब रिजल्ट निकलेगा ना, उसके बाद तो मुंह दिखाने के लायक नहीं होगा।
सीएम के काम पर वोट हो रहा है या मोदी जी के नाम पर? मोदी जी। Very good evening and welcome to this special episode of Breaking News, which is coming to you live from Agartala, the capital of Tripura, the state which is kick-starting, ladies and gentlemen, the calendar for 2023 elections of the states. And then, of course, the result will have an impact on the 2024 big battle. Today, all the loudspeakers, the high-decibel campaign in this high-stake battle of Tripura, completely silent. The campaigning is over. Now it is up to the voters in their hands to decide the future of Tripura. But a lot of permutation and combination still on. It's not that campaigning is over and the politicians are resting at this moment. In fact, as they say, the crucial time has begun. So let's first take a look at how the last day of polling was and how is Tripura now gearing up for the voting of 16th Feb.
Early morning, the last day of the Tripura campaign. And Chief Minister and the BJP's newfound poster boy in Tripura, Dr. Manik Saha, back to the doorstep of voters. For the past 1 month, door-to-door campaigns have been his strength.
door-to-door मतलब door से ही वोट आता है, इसलिए door में आ जाएंगे और सबका समर्थन मिले। इससे बड़ा चीज और क्या होता? समय का मतलब मैं भी इंतजार कर रहा हूँ कब विरोधी सुनना हो। मैं तो ये कहूँगा यहाँ के मॉर्निंग शो का त्रिपुरा जब रिजल्ट निकलेगा ना, उसके बाद तो मुंह दिखाने के लायक नहीं होगा। यहाँ से शुरू होगा और एकदम पूरा देखिए हर जगह में खाली मोदी मोई रहे।
But this door-to-door campaign has not been the only strategy of the BJP this election. 3 massive Narendra Modi rallies, over a dozen such rallies and a roadshow by Amit Shah and JP Nadda, the party's northeast handler, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, campaigning in Tripura to manage a high-tech campaign, and volunteers from the BJP's Bengal and Assam unit joined forces, lining up all-star campaigners of the BJP. For the party, it has been an all-out attempt to retain Tripura, the first of the 9 states that go to the polls ahead of the crucial 2024 national election.
हंग बननी ही नहीं है, फिर क्या है कोई इस विषय का चर्चा करे। हंग नहीं बननी है, पूर्ण बहुमत के साथ भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार काउंटिंग के दिन आप देख लीजिएगा 12 बजे के पहले क्योंकि यहाँ कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसियां छोटी हैं, 12 बजे के पहले पूर्ण बहुमत से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बन जाएगी।
The opposition's campaign was a little different. Both the left and the Congress depended on old school rallies and street corner meetings. Many would say as an existential battle.
How he has lowered his position by all spreading the lies upon lies. Who rule with the danda and janda? It is BJP. It is not the left. This will be beginning of ending of the Modi era.
But in the tribal dominated areas, campaigning was emotive and the craze behind the 2-year-old party, Tipra Motha, was unparalleled. The big question, can it make an electoral impact?
Campaigns have drawn more crowd than even the Prime Minister's rallies, or for that matter, Amit Shah's rallies. We are going to sweep the tribal areas, that's for sure. We are going to sweep the hill. And in the general areas, we expect to do very well as well, because there's a significant tribal population, there's a significant minority Muslim population, the Manipuri population, the Chabagan, Adivasi population, the SCs of Tripura, the OBCs. They are all extending support to us. See, a machine cannot win the hearts of the people. You need to have a human touch to it. and the BJP is seen as a machine. I mean, you will have termed it as a machine, but eventually machines also have an expiry date. The fact is that if you want to keep on winning elections, you need to win people's hearts.
The high-decibel campaign in the high-stakes election of the state of Tripura has ended, and now it is up to the voters to decide the state's future when they vote on February the 16th. For the incumbent BJP, the challenge is to build on their meteoric rise of 2018, but the coming together of arch rivals left in the Congress and the X factor of Tipra Motha is not going to make that task any easier. By all accounts, Tripura is going to see a close contest and will be an exciting beginning in the road to the big battle of 2024. With my camera colleague Sanjay and Ratandeep, Ankit Tyagi, in Agartala, NDTV. So as you were hearing me saying there as well, now the voters have to decide. And one important factor in most elections these days, of course, are two chunk of voters, the women and the young. Today I caught up with some young voters of Tripura in Agartala about what they are thinking ahead of this crucial election. Take a look. One important factor in every election, of course, is the youth. Politicians try and say a lot of things to try and get these young people behind me to vote for them. But what are the issues of the young voters in Tripura? Few, those who are still studying, many who are young professionals. Let's try and find out from these voters what will be the main issues when they go out and vote on 16th of Feb. Let me start by asking you, what do you do and what's your name?
Hi, I am Partha. I am from Agartala. Basically, I am not doing anything. I am preparing to join the Indian Armed Forces, and I have secured All India Rank 12. In the month of April, I will be joining the OTA.
Congratulations. You'll be voting on 16th. What is the main issue? If I talk about the youth, what is it that they are thinking when they are going out to vote this time?
A youth who is knowledgeable, who is aware of the current world and the current status of India across the world. So he will be thinking of the things, the development, the state of the state. So obviously development is at the top of all the things.
So what is development? Is it just about roads and highways, or is it also about job opportunities and everything else?
Exactly. Roads and highways and buildings are not only the development. Development is an overall development. We want outside industrialization in our state. When there will be only industrialization, then there will be more job opportunities for the youth.
So infrastructure plus industrialization, more private sector opportunities for Tripura. Okay, tell me one thing. I've been here for a few days and I've noticed one thing. There is not much nightlife and things to do for youth. Is that something that you all of you miss in any sense? Yes?
Nightlife has already started in Agartala. You can't say the whole nightlife like other states, but compared to that, after this government came, the nightlife was started. Like we used to have some government have given the bar license, which is legally. Previously, it was not legal. So this government has given the bar license and night shows, cultural concerts, events like celebrity events. This nightlife, this kind of events, the government is also supporting.
Politicians talk a lot about this divide between. And this is something that you also notice, when you come here or read about it, that there is a divide between, let's say, the indigenous people, the tribals specifically, and the Bengali-speaking people. Is that something that youth also thinks about?
Yeah, surely. Youths are, really affected by it. From the way they grew up, they have surely faced it also. So then this upcoming vote or the polls will surely be a factor that will be counted in. So I think so many youths know this, that their future kind of depends on the upcoming delimitation, which we don't talk about. Youths are very aware of the future, or particularly the local indigenous. So then we are also thinking that if we don't have a future, then how do we think about jobs? When our language, when our culture, when our people doesn't get respect, when we're still discriminated.
No, but is there a sense of discrimination as far as, let's say, the tribal youth is concerned? Is there a sense of discrimination?
Actually, the problem is like the discrimination is not like that here only, because
We are living systematic. We are living together now.
What does that mean?
There is a systematic discrimination here. If you compare the area between Agartala and to the reserve ADC areas, you will see the difference. Here we can see there is a smart city, but do you find anyone in the ADC areas?
So those areas, the tribal areas, have not been developed much. The most development is concentrated here.
Not developed till now because there is no electricity. Electricity comes. It's like when the rain came, the electricity gone. No.
Is that why there is popularity or some traction as far as the Royal Science Party is concerned? Is that why he's getting traction?
No, not at all. Not like it's because he's our king. We should respect. We respect him and all. After that, we together we work for our Bubagra. We look for our future and all for our Bubagra.
So just because he's the Royal Science, that doesn't guarantee him any success.
No, but then if you share the general lookout, if you share the bigger picture, there is a consciousness thought that there is a discrimination.
Because last time the BJP, just one more question on that. The last time the BJP did very well, along with their partners, they did very well in the tribal areas.
No.
That's because of the IPFT alliance, no? Because the IPFT had the majority of the votes from the tribals. That's why they could come into power.
You think it's going to be impacted this time?
No, I think Maharaj will have the upper hand in these elections.
Okay. What about you, ma'am? For a young woman in Agartala, what is the issue that you think will be very, very important when you go and cast your vote?
I think for me, there are issues like job opportunities. Like I'm studying in BSc nursing right now, and the last job offers that came was around COVID-19. So when I chose this course, all of my friends and my families were like, "Why are you going for this? You should go for that." Like say B Pharma. Then when I went for that, they were saying that nah, B Pharma is also not good. Actually, there is no, like the job opportunities are very less, and as for a woman, it really comes down to a very
job opportunity is most important.
Yeah, it's very important for the.
Have things improved though? I mean, have things improved in terms of getting more job opportunities, especially for women?
As I am a BTech student, I really have to go for my job, private jobs in Bangalore or Chennai. So industries should be there so that we can go for setting up.
Tell me one thing. How do you assess the performance of the incumbent government?
First of all, the government, if I take it in particular, because we have been affected by COVID for more than 1 or 2 years, and this government has been working for the last 5 years only. So in that period of 3.5 years, I guess this government has done a bit of good thing, because we can assess them in the basis of 3.5 years.
Since all of you have thought about who you are going to vote for, except her, I just want to understand from you guys, is it because of a particular politician that you are going to vote for the party that you are going to vote for, or is it for their policies or their manifesto or whatever they are dishing out? What is it that you are going to vote out for?
On that topic,
नेता के ऊपर या काम के ऊपर?
I'd like to say one thing.
जल्दी बताओ.
We can depend upon the leader who is fighting the election from that constituency, but we will also have to keep in mind the things that are happening in the nation. So both the things act together.
Okay. A politician or the policy?
Policies already.
Policies, obviously.
policies.
Okay. And
policy.
Okay. Policies.
We want safety, we want jobs, we want development for everyone.
Can I ask?
We want this nation, we want this state to, go in
The BJP is promising free scooties to women. Is that a factor?
हमें तो पता ही नहीं था. We didn't even know about that.
Okay. So any particular reason why will you vote for the party that you have chosen?
I would vote for the voices that they have raised for the permanent constitutional,
which is our Maharaja demand that we need anyhow. So that's why we are supporting this one.
You are supporting Maharaja. You are supporting the BJP, right?
Yeah, because this is a small state.
Yeah.
Policies only, man.
But
Policies
you decided who are you going
No,
to
I have not decided yet, but I will.
So these are the people those who actually are going to, in fact, decide which way is the proverbial electoral camel going to turn or sit on 16th, of course, when the last vote is counted, and then we get the results later. But the fact is, and I can say with certainty, this is why this election is very, very interesting. All these young people, some of them have decided the party that they want to vote for, the others still assessing, thinking about their own future not getting swayed by the noise around the campaign or the campaign which was very high decibel here in the state of Tripura. So those were the views of the young people, but in the run are, of course, the old hand and the politicians, those who are trying to woo the voters again. NDTV caught up with the top faces. We first spoke to the Chief Minister of Tripura, my colleague Ratnadeep, caught up with him on the campaign trail in the last day.
सर, कैंपेन का आखिरी दिन है, कैसा लग रहा है? आप हर दिन डोर टू डोर कैंपेन कर रहे थे, पिछले 1 महीने में हमने देखा।
फिनिशिंग टच है, सभी जगह कोशिश कर रहा हूँ जाने का, और डोर टू डोर मतलब डोर से ही वोट आता है, इसलिए डोर में आ जाएंगे और सबका समर्थन मिले, इससे बड़ा चीज और क्या होता है।
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने 3 बड़ी रैलियां की, गृह मंत्री अमित शाह 3-4 बार त्रिपुरा के दौरे में आए, सभी बड़े नेताओं ने आपके इस कैंपेन को सपोर्ट किया, मगर आप पार्टी के पोस्टर बॉय हैं। क्या पिछले बार मैंने जब आपको इंटरव्यू किया था, आपने बोला था 50+, अब आपका अनुमान क्या है?
जी, लास्ट टाइम तो हम लोग मिला था 36 और अलायंस पार्टनर वहाँ इससे ज्यादा ही मिलेगा, इतना तो मैं कह सकता हूँ।
मगर जो ऑपोजिशन है, सीपीएम कांग्रेस अलायंस, टिपरा मोथा, उस दिन गृह मंत्री ने कहा है कि ट्रिपल ट्रबल, इस ट्रिपल ट्रबल को किस तरह से आपने कैंपेन में हैंडल किया है, किस तरह से उनको काउंटर किया?
नहीं, ट्रिपल सम तो नो डाउट, ये तो है। ये लोग हमेशा झूठ बोलते रहते हैं और गुमराह करने का कोशिश करते हैं, जनता को गुमराह करते हैं, और गुमराह करना और झूठ बोलना इन लोग का काम ही है, इसलिए विरोधी दल है। अभी ये लोग कहते हैं, न्यूज़पेपर में मैं देखता हूँ या भाषण में ये लोग बोलते रहते हैं, खाली समय का खाली इंतजार है और बीजेपी चला जाएगा। मैं उल्टा बोलता हूँ, समय का मतलब मैं भी इंतजार कर रहा हूँ कब विरोधी शून्य हो।
टिप्रा मोथा के सुप्रीमो प्रद्युत देबबर्मन ने हमें कहा अपने इंटरव्यू में कि बीजेपी का तो आमने सामने की टक्कर उनकी पार्टी के साथ है।
देखिए, ये सब सभी ये लोग जो सोचते हैं, ये लोग दूसरे के ऊपर आरोप लगाते हैं। तो पहले तो अपना घर ठीक करें, उसके बाद दूसरे के बारे में बताएं। हमारे यहाँ ऐसा नहीं है, बहुत ही यूनाइटेड है हम लोग। और प्रधानमंत्री हमारा गार्जियन है, प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के ऊपर तो कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता, इसलिए बोलने के लिए बोलते हैं लोग।
आपने अपने कैंपेन जो मैनिफेस्टो है, इस बार एक हमने देखा है कि एक ट्राइबल रीच आउट है, ट्राइबल एरियाज के लिए बहुत सारे स्कीम्स है। इसमें कहीं ना कहीं पे आपको लगता है कि ट्राइबल एरियाज में कुछ कंपटीशन है, फाइट है, स्ट्रॉन्ग फाइट, रेजिस्टेंस आपको मिल रहा है ऑपोजिशन पार्टी से?
देखिए, ट्राइबल के लिए अगर कुछ भी डेवलपमेंट चाहिए, ये सिर्फ एक ही आदमी दे सकता है, वो तो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी। आप देखिए, राष्ट्रपति जी कौन है? ट्राइबल महिला, कभी सोचा भी नहीं। द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी अभी राष्ट्रपति है भारत की, आज तक तो हुआ नहीं है। और त्रिपुरा में ये जो एयरपोर्ट है, ये लोग सीपीएम यहाँ पर 35 साल यहाँ पर राज किया है, आज तक खाली क्रोकोडाइल टीयर से हम लोग देखे, कभी ये लोग इनके सम्मान देने का भी प्रयोजन नहीं समझे। और हम लोग प्रधानमंत्री जी खुद आके ये इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट इनका नाम दिया है, वीर विक्रम किशोर मानिक बहादुर एयरपोर्ट। तो हम लोग देते हैं। यहाँ गोरिया पूजा है, गोरिया पूजा में हम लोग 2 दिन छुट्टी हम लोग घोषणा किए गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से, ताकि ये लोग और इसको इस सेलिब्रेशन और अच्छा हो। प्रधानमंत्री ये वीर विक्रम किशोर मानिक बहादुर का जन्मदिन 19 अगस्त, उसको भी हम लोग छुट्टी हम लोग दिलाए। 5 जनजाति लीजेंड व्यक्ति, इनको हमारा गवर्नमेंट प्रधानमंत्री जब आए हैं तब से इन लोगों को पद्मश्री उपाधि दी है। तो ये हमेशा जनजाति के लिए भलाई सिर्फ भारतीय जनता पार्टी और नरेंद्र मोदी जी सोच सकते हैं।
एक आखिरी सवाल, नेशनल पर्सपेक्टिव में अगर चिंता करें, 2024 का जो बड़ा चुनाव है, जनरल इलेक्शन के पहले 9 राज्य में असेंबली इलेक्शन है, त्रिपुरा से शुरू हो रही है। बीजेपी का जो 2024 कैंपेन इस तरह से त्रिपुरा से शुरू हो रहा है, ऑपोजिशन ये कह रही है कि बीजेपी हटाओ, त्रिपुरा से शुरू हो। आपका क्या कहना है?
मैं तो ये कहूँगा, यहाँ से मॉर्निंग शो का डे त्रिपुरा जब रिजल्ट निकलेगा ना, उसके बाद तो मुंह दिखाने के लायक नहीं है। यहाँ से शुरू होगा और एकदम पूरा देखिए, हर जगह में खाली मोदी मोई रहे।
So from the incumbent Manik, let me take you to the former Chief Minister Manik Sarkar, in fact the grand old man of the Tripura politics, and he believes that left and Congress are actually the opposition or the formidable opposition who possibly can upset the BJP. Take a look.
There will be hardly politicians those who would want to give up, power politics in that sense. But the BJP is utilizing this. They're coming out and saying that possibly this time the left and Congress combined doesn't even want people to be reminded of your rule. And that's the reason why you're not the face of the election this time.
That is their explanation. So why unnecessarily I should waste time for all these baseless, bogus, no merit in their saying? Unnecessarily, why should I waste time? No point of.
The Prime Minister was here today, sir.
I know.
And a big rally happened, and the focus of the rally was your rule. And he said that the left parties were never interested in developing Tripura. In 5 years, we have done more than they could do in their 25-year rule.
Absolutely false, fabricated. I should say, I am sorry to say, lie. They have not done anything here. 2018, what election manifesto they brought before the people of Tripura under the leadership of Prime Minister. 2093 promise they made. Not a single they have implemented. Have you listened to him? While he was delivering his speech, out of 40 minutes speech, did he ever mention that these are the points we promised, we have implemented all these things? Not a single word he uttered. Because on 11, he delivered 2 speeches in 2 public meetings.
Meanwhile, the X factor in this election is being spoken about is the Tipra Motha, the party which is now being led by the Royal Scion Pradyut Burman. Can he upset the equations of both the principal opponents? Take a look.
We are here talking exclusively to us on NDTV is Pradyut Manik Burman. We have been in your campaign trail, we have followed your campaign, your party is 2-year-old. And before the elections, perhaps nobody thought the Tipra Motha party would actually emerge to be such a important player in Tripura elections. You have campaigned very hard. You have not been keeping well, but you have campaigned very hard. What is your reading of the situation? How confident are you that you will be one party which will perhaps decide who goes to form the next government?
See, our campaign has been very effective because we've been clear from day one. Unlike other parties, they did not know whom to ally with or whom to go with one way or the other. We were very clear in what we wanted. And so our campaigns have drawn more crowd than even the Prime Minister's rallies, or for that matter, Amit Shah's rallies. And I am quite confident that this time we will be able to get a number which will shock many experts who never gave us a chance, many experts who thought that the traditional parties can only rule the roost in Tripura. But the fact is that Tipra Motha this time is here to make a big statement. And anyone who has been to Tripura knows that Tipra Motha, you can like them, you can like us, you can hate us, but you can definitely not ignore Tipra Motha.
You're seeing that you will be a big factor. You're contesting 42 seats, which is far even outside your strongholds in the 20 reserve seats for the tribals. So how confident are you to perform well in terms of in your own core area, which is dominant area, and as well as in the area dominated by the Bengali?
We are going to sweep the tribal areas, that's for sure. We are going to sweep the hill. And in the general areas, we expect to do very well as well, because there's a significant tribal population, there's a significant minority Muslim population, the Manipuri population, the Chabagan, Adivasi population, the SCs of Tripura, the OBCs. They are all extending support to us, and we are quite hopeful that we will cross the magic numbers on our own.
The BJP campaign has been very high-paced with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 3 big rallies. You have Amit Shah touring 3-4 times. You have all big guns. They have promised a lot for the tribal areas, restructuring of the tribal council, which the Tipra Motha rules. In fact, Amit Shah has gone on to claim that there is triple trouble, the left Congress and Tipra Motha. So how do you see the BJP campaign? Can you really, BJP is seen as an election winning machine. Can you really take on them?
You see, a machine cannot win the hearts of the people. You need to have a human touch to it. And the BJP is seen as a machine. I mean, you will have termed it as a machine. But eventually, machines also have an expiry date. The fact is that if you want to keep on winning elections, you need to win people's hearts. They are saying that they want to do a lot to the tribals. So karo na. Kaun rok raha hai? Delhi mein they have the government. In Tripura they had the government. Karo na. Who's stopping them? Why haven't they done it? Do they need Pradyut Manik's permission to develop the tribal areas? Why haven't they done it? They're saying they're doing a lot. They will do more. They'll do more. Who's stopping them? Karo na. Main nahi rok raha hu. Karo. But no. For them, it is just a promise. They are finally, I don't think that the BJP understands what is in the hearts of the tribals and what hurts them. You have to look beyond becoming an election winning machine, and you should start trying to win over the hearts of the people. And you can only win over the hearts of the people if you start hearing them. Till now, BJP is talking and they're giving speeches. They are speaking. They're not listening. They have to listen.
That was Pradyut Manik Saha, in fact, who's hoping to be the kingmaker in this election. That was all the buzz on the last day of the campaigning in Tripura. But just one day to go, and Tripura will kickstart, as I've been saying, the long election season in 2023 leading up to 2024. Stay tuned to NDTV. Our election yatra continues, and we'll get you the real voice of the people from the ground. Thank you so much. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.